Welcome to CityWise. I'm your host, Tiana Stevens. CityWise is produced by the City of Rochester to shine a spotlight on city living at its best. Well, as the city's Department of Recreation and Youth Services focuses on combating childhood obesity and making sure youth sports are accessible to all children at all levels, a strong partnership between the City Art Centers and the Flower City Soccer League continues to thrive. Here to tell us more is John Picone, Athletics and Aquatics Director for the City of Rochester, Nicole Hercules with Flower City Soccer, and Nairobi Smalls, Flower City Soccer alumni. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So what's the relationship between Flower City Soccer and the city's Department of Recreation and Youth Services?
Well, we started probably in about the mid-1990s focusing on soccer with Flower City and having a lot of our teams participate in the leagues that Flower City was running. I think in its heyday, probably about 65% of the teams were coming from City Art Centers. So it was a great, opportunity for us to partner with them so that we could expose kids to the sport of soccer. It's not one of the big three, and we want it to be just as equal and have as many opportunities for the kids as well, playing that sport as well.
And Nicole, what's your role at Flower City Soccer?
Well, I'm coordinating the program right now. I do a lot of the technical skills work with a lot of the girls programs and also with a lot of the high school teams. So it's been doing clinics and kind of working with John Picone and some people with the Rochester City School District to kind of make sure that kids are playing as often as possible.
Sure, and Nairobi, you're an alum, as we mentioned, and you're a few years into college already. Congratulations. When did you first get involved with Flower City Soccer, and what are you doing now at school?
Okay, I got involved when I was about in 4th grade. I started playing with the rec center. I was at Southwest, and we used to go to other rec centers and play, and that was the futsal. And then we branched out into the outdoor season, and it was just amazing. That's when there were so many kids playing in Flower City. It was just a huge thing to play soccer for my age. And now I'm in school, I'm studying biology, and I'm going into sports medicine, so that's really good to be able to study medicine, which I like doing, and then bring sports, which I love, into it. So
you're still involved with Flower City Soccer.
Yes.
In what way?
Last year, I actually helped Coach Nicole assist her in coaching the girls varsity soccer at School of the Arts. And the year before that, I was playing with them. So I kind of shifted from playing with them into coaching them. So being physically involved with the SOTA soccer team. So that was really fun.
And that's like one of the lovely things about the program with Flower City is that you see the way that soccer transforms someone's life. Like for me, watching how my girls just love and adore Nairobi and the leader that she's become and how she can sit in a halftime huddle and the way that we just respect her a year after she's graduated. It's really nice to see how the game has transformed her, and she would have been great anyhow, but just seeing her love for the game develop and her understanding and knowledge of the game, and then also just being a great person who can impact others' lives has been great.
That's excellent. So John, what are the benefits of youth sports, so other than the obvious health benefits?
Well, they have the opportunity to participate in another sport. You get to see, be mentors and have future mentors such as Nairobi come through and give back to the sport. Where, part of the soccer is not just about the playing of the sport, it's about, teaching about nutrition and healthy habits and healthy lifestyle, and through all that you see these people that grow up like Nairobi and then they want to give back to the sport and then still stay involved, whether it's playing or coaching or sports medicine like she's trying to get into this year.
Sure. So Nairobi, why is it important for you to give back in this way?
For me, it's important because when I was younger, when I was playing soccer, I had such a bad sports attitude to it, and I would always get mad when I lost, and I would get so sad. And then Coach Nicole always told me, you can't get mad when you're playing a game, you can't get upset, you gotta just shake it off, shake the other plans of the players, and just, she just helped me grow up as a person, and having her there and all the other coaches at Flower City just having me grow up and just being an influence to other players was just very important to me.
So pass on all that wisdom from Coach Nicole.
I'm telling the other girls, like, you got to do this, you got to do that, and just helping them grow as students and people in just the world. It's just amazing. So
yeah, it's a lot of like what we want to do is also to teach technical skills and have kids who are knowledgeable about the game. But I think a huge component of that is also making sure that they're great human beings. There's a wonderful sisterhood and brotherhood between a lot of the players. This sectional season, you saw a lot of those former Flower City kids supporting each other at all their different games. So some kids are at World of Inquiry, some kids are at Wilson, some people at Soda, and that camaraderie between those players is just amazing to see because we saw a lot of them when they were younger, growing up, and they still have this great friendship.
That's excellent. So what's the status of the league coming into the season?
We're currently going to do a registration. It's going to be November 18th. I think that's our date. It's going to be a Saturday at the Ryan Center from 10 to 12, from ages 3 all the way up to 19. So we keep that age group a little higher too, because we have some older players who want to be involved in that and to still play. So yeah, we want to definitely get kids registered. We're trying to get the futsal season to start that first week in December. So we want kids in our rec centers in their backyards playing soccer, enjoying themselves, and also being able to get a good skill set.
So the two of you have both said futsal. What is that for those of us that don't know?
Indoor soccer.
Indoor soccer with a weighted ball that doesn't bounce or move. And it's great for your first touch. A lot of the best players in the world have played this game, from Ronaldo to Neymar. Anyone who's amazing in the world has played futsal. So it's smaller, it's the small size field, it's a court, it's played on hard courts. The game is a lot faster, you have to think a lot quicker, so it's a great way to develop skills. And everyone's doing it now, but we've done it forever.
We have. I started off futsal, and then it was outdoor, and I was like, oh, this is regular soccer. I have cleats now. But futsal was the start, and it's such a faster pace when you're in futsal than outdoor.
Okay, so 3 years old, that's quite young. Why start so little?
Well, we want to start that young, so we go back to the basics. I think overall we want to go back to the basics, start with the young, build up our kids as they're young with the skills so that they can develop and be ready at high school. I think the city schools, like Nicole had said, have really made great strides in soccer over the last 5 or 6 years. And we want to continue that, and you have to start that at the base if we're going to do that. So having them play futsal, which is a very controlled game indoor, really teaches those basic skills and helps them move along as time goes on.
And especially with that age group, we want to grab them at a young age so that they can fall in love with the game. We want them to love soccer, love their coaches, the community that we have surrounding them, and we want them to grow up with us. We want to see these kids like in Nairobi. We want to see that process and get them through to college and just like her, and to make sure that these guys are not only just great in the soccer field, but they're also doing well in the classroom and then hopefully in the world.
Discipline.
Yeah.
It does.
Right.
Very disciplined, and you want to have good grades so you can play in the games. So you're always striving to do well in school and be good at home so you can come and play soccer. So it's very important.
Which city art centers will have soccer?
We're still working on that right now. There's a variety of them right now. The Adams Street Rec Center is going to be there, Frederick Douglass, 42 School, but the list is not complete. The best way is to, the contact number that you put up at the end is to try to contact your local art center to see which one is. We'll have a better idea at that clinic on November 18th at Ryan Center, which is in the morning, Saturday morning from 10 to 12.
Okay. Nairobi, what are some of your favorite Flower City soccer moments?
My favorite Flower City soccer moments, playing at the Rhino Stadium. I love playing at the Rhino Stadium, especially when it's full. We actually played on the field during like a halftime game.
Wow. That's exciting.
What game was that? And we actually
played a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
No, like last year, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
We played halftime. We played like a little futsal at halftime, and it was live broadcasted. And we were just running around playing, and that was one of my favorite moments, actually playing on that field, and it was amazing.
That was a special treat. So where are the regular games that happen throughout the season?
Which season, the futsal or the outdoor season?
For futsal.
Futsal, yeah, we're going to be at all of the rec centers. That's why this relationship with the rec center is really important. We'll be using the rec centers that are in the kids' neighborhoods. They can ride their bike, they can walk. We also have the vans that will be there for transportation. So, I mean, any one of the rec centers, we're still working on it to see which ones are going to be involved, but years ago, I mean, pretty much all of the rec centers were participating, and just a good, fun neighborhood environment, a good sense of community. So we're going to try to keep that going, build the infrastructure for that again.
How about soccer clinics in advance? Will that happen?
Yeah, the first one is the November 18th, the Saturday, that we'll be holding at the Ryan Center from 10 to 12 o'clock in the morning. We also have a great relationship with the Rhinos and Mark Washoe. We did a big clinic this summer, had over 150 kids from all of the rec centers come, meet with the players. They played some scrimmages on the field, which those are moments that last a lifetime. So we hope to continue that relationship as we move forward and have those great opportunities for kids.
And Nicole, how is your role going to change in December?
Well, I'm stepping in as the coordinator, so I'll help with some of the scheduling. I'll do a lot of the coaching. I'm bringing a lot of coaching resources in, so there'll be a lot. We're still discussing it, so there'll be a lot of new things that we're trying to do for this winter-fall futsal league, and then the outdoor league as well. So.
Okay. And John, how does the city make sure that youth sports are accessible to everybody?
We do that by offering programs like this and continuing collaborations at all our centers. Having an opportunity for these kids to have programs like this, will last a lifetime, and it gives us a chance to be mentors, to have great opportunities, to get them future employment, as future coaches, keeping them on that career path for college and opportunities for medicine or sports anywhere.
Nairobi, what do you say to other kids interested in playing soccer as you're recruiting them maybe?
Go for it. Go for it. Even if you don't think you're good, just do it for fun. It's something fun, and it's so good with team building. You'll meet friends for life, and I feel like you just go for it. Find a team or just pick up a ball and just shoot it, kick it around a little bit, kick it around. Just go for it. I love soccer, and I was not good when I first started off, and I used to run all over the place, and I just wanted to be good so bad. I just kept playing, and I had people just motivating me, just keep going and keep trying, and I just advanced as the years went by. So don't think just because you're not good at right now, that you won't be. Just keep trying, don't give up on it.
Right, and you guys have so many great coaches and mentors and volunteers. As you build the program, are you looking for more coaches and volunteers to participate?
No, absolutely. I know RIT's women's soccer program is coming in, and they're 100% invested in helping with giving coaches and officials. We want parents who want to be involved. Anyone who's interested, they can call myself or John, and we'll get them set up. There's a lot of teams. There's kids who are constantly calling us to play, so we need to spread around the help. So,
Nairobi, what would you say were the best benefits of playing soccer?
Best benefits. Best benefits for me of playing soccer, of course, was keeping in shape. It keeps you in shape. But morally, it was keeping me disciplined in school and at home. Just playing soccer, I always had to keep my grades up so I could play, of course. And that just gave me a strive to just do better in school and just to keep up with my work and just, I always wanted to be first on the field. To be first on the field, I had to do well at practice, I had to do well at school. They always check your report cards to make sure you're doing well at school and your classes. So if you want to be someone who's making a difference on a team, then you have to be good outside of practice.
Excellent.
So that was number one for me.
Good job. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today. Again, for more information about City R Centers and the Flower City Soccer League, you can visit cityofrochester.gov/sports or call 585-428-7592. You can also reach Nicole directly at 585-305-1136.